Hey everyone, welcome live from Celia and Richie's bedroom.
Welcome to the pandemic vlog, where we chronicle everything.
Where everything is wrong.
Super wrong.
She had some idea of how we were gonna do a 2-part episode tonight. We were gonna do an introduction now and then watch a movie and then do our update later.
Well, first,
I'm not really following
here's
the
the thing.
storyline here.
First things first. Last night we didn't film a vlog because I specifically was being lazy, and I was also reading a good book. What was it called?
Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. It's kind of, I mean, I have to be honest, it's like a little bit of a downer in terms of like for a pandemic, because it's a little bit of a downer book in general, but it's pretty good.
But it's good. So that's a book recommendation. But also, we went out yesterday.
Oh yeah, we did.
To do a few errands to bring something to my parents, and we took a little video clip of how
not deserted
not locked down everybody is.
Yeah,
so we'll put that in.
Splice that in
Here.
Hello, welcome to the pandemic vlog. I always mess this up. Welcome to the pandemic vlog.
Everything is wrong.
Yes, everything is consistently wrong. Okay.
We are outside, as you can see, because we needed to get some necessities, and say I had to bring some paperwork to work. And we
Which
just
requires a signature, but sorry, go ahead, you tell.
We just wanted to give you an idea of how many people are still on the road.
Still Jay chillin' on the road. Hold on. This is a parking lot in, I guess we're technically in East Longmeadow right now. This is a lot of cars.
I mean, to be fair, this is a grocery store. But
yeah, so there is a big Y here.
Like, we saw nail salons open and barber shops open, and they're, as far as I know, not supposed to be open.
Yeah, as far as we are aware, like, I have a friend who owns a barber shop, and he was mandated to shut it down. He stayed open, like, until, like, I think yesterday. I think it's like, I think maybe the mandate is for the end of today.
Oh, maybe.
So maybe that's why they're still open. Like law enforcement that have said that businesses are continuing to stay open regardless of any quarantine situation. Yeah, any quarantine mandates, which is just like, friends, especially you nail people and you hair people.
Nail people especially, because you're literally
touching hands.
Is to touch people's hands.
Literally to only touch people's hands.
Saya took her nails off yesterday.
Yeah, I took my nails off. I'm sad. I had them in almond shape.
I still have mine, but we'll see how long that lasts.
End of the world necessities.
We tried to do our eyebrows ourselves. Mine looked really whack.
Mine looked
Mine looked like okay from afar, but also
actually, now that I pick up my sunglasses in the video, I'm like, wow, they look fine, but up close they don't look fine.
Like
So anyways, we will
that was weird.
We'll continue to update you, and we'll see you tonight on the official recap of the day.
Woo!
There was a really long line for the weed dispensary in Northampton.
Yeah, because this is Massachusetts, so weed is recreational.
We drove by, and it was like 4 blocks long.
Down the block, and also people weren't able to stand right next to each other.
People were standing not 6 feet apart, but like at least 3 or 4
I would
feet
say
apart.
3 or 4. Anyways, my idea was that because, like, I don't know, I think it would be nice for us to give people tips on, like, you know, what are we doing to stay occupied? Well, we were going to watch this movie called Just Mercy and then get back to you after and be like, yay or nay. All right, so we're going to do the updates.
So it is Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. The total number of active cases in the United States is 31,764, up from 25,404 yesterday. I mean, I hope this will change the American consciousness and conscience I do, but I feel like
Well, I think the most likely thing is that people are going to start putting like human rights into their psyche. Like before it was kind of like you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and that's what capitalism is. Like it's like, you know, the American dream. But like I think now people are going to be like, well, we want these things in place always. Like we want to be able to access testing that's free. We want to be able to access medical care. We want to be able to have paid sick leave. We want to be able to whatever it is, like, to survive.
I hope that's what happens, but I've been so shockingly disappointed by everyone thus far that I will no longer be shocked if we learn nothing from this.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay, so what I've been doing is for my scrapbook, I've been screenshotting interesting headlines every day. So I'll just read a few that I've read recently. So Louisiana, Ohio, and Delaware issued orders for citizens to stay at home. Notice that Massachusetts is still not among those.
Still not one of them.
Also, the DOJ wants to suspend certain constitutional rights during coronavirus emergency. So the Department of Justice has secretly asked Congress for the ability to detain arrested people indefinitely, in addition to other powers that one expert called terrifying. The last headline I have is, quote unquote, "We should blow up the bridges. Coronavirus leads to class warfare in the Hamptons," where all of the rich New Yorkers are fleeing, and all of the people who live in the Hamptons usually are like, get the fuck out. You don't actually live here, and our hospitals don't have room for you. Also, another thing that happened today that fortunately didn't go completely wrong was we thought a cat had died outside our window.
Okay, so
And we were like, well, this will be depressing just watching his corpse decompose.
We were like, this would truly be the worst era of our whole lives if we had to go into quarantine because of a pandemic and then a cat died in the backyard. But no joke, there's been a cat out there, a stray cat for a long ass time, that like looks at us out there when we like take the dogs. And then like he or she disappeared for a couple days, and then we heard like cat like meowing outside as if she was like, you know, in trouble. And then we saw her today and she was sleeping, and these two were like, no, she's dead. And I was like,
she looked dead.
And I was like,
or
fuck, like, there can't be there can't be like a dead ass cat in the back. Like, so anyways, we waited for a little bit, and then we went out there, and he was actually alive, standing up or sitting up, and
looking fine.
It was big as hell.
We thought it was a kitten from the window, but then when we got outside, it was like a full-grown cat.
Big as hell.
It was a really full-grown cat.
I was startled. Anyway, so we're gonna watch this Just Mercy movie, and then we're gonna
get back to you with a review.
Get back to you.
I'm gonna take notes.
Okay, so Bianca fell asleep. But we just finished watching, what was it? Just Mercy.
It was called.
I just said it was called Just Mercy. What did you think of it, Richie?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was a series, though. I forgot it was a movie. So when we got to the end, I was kind of sad.
Yeah, so like I said, Bianca fell asleep, but it was good. Michael B. Jordan was good as usual.
Yeah.
And then there was
also,
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx
is like the man. Like, I like Jamie Foxx just as much as I like Will Smith. Like, Jamie Foxx and Will Smith are both.
Richie's obsessed with Jamie Foxx and Will Smith, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really good too, actually. So I would say I would recommend it if you like that type of movie, but it was kind of depressing because, you know, it was just sad. It was about, you know, when people could be overtly racist with little to no consequences. But anyways, yeah, I think it's also really long. So if you want to you want to use 2.5 hours, there it is. All right. See y'all later.